All right, guys, we're back live for another episode of Muscle Discord. Again, every Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Got a special guest back with us, Kamal Argani, man. Welcome back to the show, brother.
Thank you so much, guys. How is it going?
Good, good.
Good,
And
good.
we got our guest again, always Jamaican Tank. Welcome back to this show, brother.
What's going on?
Awesome. Well, we got another guest. We'll see. Surprise guest. If he appears, he appears. There's a big time zone difference, so it's very early in the morning where he is. So if he arrives, he'll jump on. So look forward to that if that happens. So we got lots to talk about. We are under two weeks out from the Mr. Olympia. Okay, so we're going to jump into all the Mr. Olympia updates. But before we get into that, I want to jump into the ChatGPT stuff because it seems like there's lots of other channels starting to chime in on the ChatGPT stuff. Got Ron Harris. He was talking about it with Giles the other day, making fun of the ChatGPT. Okay. There's another Dave Palumbo or RX Muscle today was talking about ChatGPT, making fun of it. So first off, I just want to show you what Dave said. We'll get a little context here for you guys. We're going to get into the France Pro updates. We're going to get into the Mr. Olympia updates. That's coming. But I wanted to get this out of the way because I have something to say to Mr. Dave Palumbo. So I'm going to get into that here. One second. Let me just share my screen here, guys. Should be good. All right. Go here and go there. All righty. Go full screen. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear this. Let me know if you can't hear it.
All they want.
Yeah.
The fact that this guy is even putting it out there as a viable option, and he's using that as evidence to prove that Phil Klahar should have won the Masters Olympia is so ludicrous that if anyone is in my mind, it has destroyed any credibility that this guy has at all as a analyst of bodybuilding.
Me a peaking process for Ramon, Derek Lunsford, and Andrew Jack this week, please. They want to be super peeled and crazy full.
All right.
But by the way, on another note.
Okay. Anyway, so that's this Dave kind of making fun of me doing these ChatGPT analysis. Okay. And so I've been doing the ChatGPT analysis for the Europa. The Europa Pro was the first one I did it when I took the photos of Urs and Quinton, and I said, who do you think is going to win between these two? This was right after the prejudging for the Europa Pro. ChatGPT took the photos, analyzed it, and said that Urs was going to win 6 poses to 2. That was before the judges made the final decision in the finals. So ChatGPT was good enough to predict the winner for the Europa Pro when no one else had Urs winning that show. Okay. That disproves, that debunks Palumbo's assessment that, hey, well, ChatGPT doesn't know what it's doing. It's not the same as us sitting in the front row. Well, how the fuck is ChatGPT doing this, Dave? How is it at prejudging, figuring out who the winner is before the judges even get to it? I want Dave Palumbo to respond to me and tell me how it's doing that. And then, okay, it does it for the France Pro show. Okay, I did the same thing. After prejudging, I took the top 4, okay, and I put it into ChatGPT 5. It analyzed the photos, and it spit out Sergey as the winner. And I was like, Sergey, right? I mean, no one knows who this guy is. ChatGPT, and another thing too is Ron Harris was saying this too. Oh well, it's scouring the internet and it's finding out who's the most popular guy, and it's going to just always pick the most popular guy and use that data to make the assessment and to pick the winner. And I'm like, no, that's fucking wrong, Ron Harris. Giles, trying to think they know what they're talking about. And this just totally debunks their assessment of how ChatGPT works. ChatGPT picked Sergey as the winner after prejudging. No one knows who he is. He's not popular. I didn't even know who he was going into the show. Yet ChatGPT analyzed the photos and picked him as the winner after prejudging, before the judges even awarded him first place. So tell me, Dave, tell me, Ron, how is ChatGPT doing that? Okay, how is it doing it? Okay, so before you guys jump on ChatGPT and discredit it and think it's a joke, I can't help that it keeps getting it right. Keeps doing what the
Well, Matt, listen,
like,
you got to look at it like this. Clearly, somebody had to tell them to put a stop to
yeah,
what you're doing when it comes to the chat GBT, whatever the hell it is.
yeah,
But here's the thing: when since any human outsmarted a computer? I mean, I would love to see him do it. I mean, if you ask Chat a multiplication problem, we're not going to be able to answer it, even with a calculator, before it breaks it down, right? But neither here or there. Point blank is like you're doing multiple different people. I just didn't like the fact he had to throw the Master Olympian there for whatever apparent
yeah,
reason. I don't understand, because you were doing this with several other, just like you said, two different shows, and people are asking for it. It's not like you're like doing it just to do it. A lot of people are asking for you to match up. Even Ian made a
yeah,
comment that he would love to see you last year Olympia do the top 10 and so on and so forth. So IFBB is not going to like hearing this, because it's making them look a kind of way. You know what I mean? So of course they're going to make the necessary phone calls for this, and you always know it's always the same individuals
yeah,
that do it back to back, right? See how it in lines. So we all know they're being called. And listen, Dave Palumbo back in the day, I mean, he coached me in 2020. And when the whole thing happened with his press pass, Dave spoke his mind on his channel. So
yeah,
I'm very shocked that all of a sudden his frame of mind have changed. I mean, technically I'm not shocked, because he don't want his press pass to be taken away again. So he has to fall in line. That's just how that is. So at the end of the day, like I said, they're being told to clap back at you and try to mention the discrediting
yes,
type of thing, so it is what it is. We all know the game. So I mean, you're just basically voicing your opinion,
yeah,
using technology, which Dan Solomon a couple years ago was referring to the fact that Olympia is going to now step up because of technology. So if they
yes.
can mention it for other things, why now it's a problem when we're mentioning it when something that they don't like hearing about,
Come on, I would like to get your opinion on utilizing the advanced power of AI to help with the judging and take the bias and the politics and the favoritism out of the judging.
For me, I think ChatGPT is a new thing. Okay,
Mhm.
it's gonna be especially for the old people. For me, exactly for me. Do you
Yeah,
think I will believe ChatGPT? No,
yeah,
no, because I don't trust digital. I don't trust these kind of things. Like, for example, I hear people in the gym. He said, I don't need coach anymore. ChatGPT is coaching me.
yeah,
I mean, really, sometimes it gets like, hey, come on, man, it's too much. Yeah, that reminds me. Remember, like years ago, when is the first Bitcoin came out, as the Bitcoin came out. I remember, like my cousin told me, "Come on, this new things came out, blah blah blah. This is money. Is gonna be future, gonna be that." It's a 50 cent, like English pound. It's a 50 pence.
yeah.
He said to me, "If you can do that, you're gonna make." I said, "Come on, man. I don't know." Now
Nope.
the
See,
Bitcoin is 117,000. So for the
takes
time
time.
being, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. For the time being, people, they're not gonna accept it
Yeah,
until it gets a little bit, and then, oh man, oh, he's always right,
yeah,
always right. It's getting better, getting this. So people are gonna be on it all the time. So it's something new. People that don't like changes that
yeah,
quick, especially the old generation, which is
yes,
like me, because I'm not in digital, I'm not in
yeah,
computer, and till now I didn't even downloaded it in my phone.
yeah,
That's how I'm like. I rather watch and I see what's going on, and then I will do it. So that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a lot of people. They're gonna be against it
yeah,
until they or you gonna prove them wrong.
yeah. Well said. That's why I wanted to have another opinion on here as well with that. And that makes sense. Like it's a new technology. They don't understand it. It's the old school mentality. Just like Bitcoin when it first came out, oh, that's a scam. It's never going to do anything. It's going to go to zero. Look where it is now. Okay, it's
I
accepted
lost.
by all the
I lost big money.
institutions. It's all yes. It's so again, same thing with AI. It's going to take a while for it to get. I guarantee you, one day whether it's ChatGPT or AI, whatever other form it is, they will be using it to cross-reference and to verify their judging, and they will be using it on the at the shows, sitting in the front row with the table. There'll be a laptop. They'll be using it just to say, okay, let's see ChatGPT. Okay, are we good? Okay, yeah. Boom. They're gonna use it. They're not gonna get rid of themselves, but they're gonna incorporate the technology to help them better analyze the physiques. Because ChatGPT can analyze the width, the height, and all the different aspects mathematically to see who is actually the most symmetrical up there. Who's the best balanced on that stage? Really, who is it? Okay, not just with the human eye, but like, well, he kind of looks good, right? And that's what I was looking at with Quinton. I said, well, Quinton's shape is so nice, and compared to Sergey, like it just makes sense for. But then ChatGPT was like, no, man, the best shape, size, symmetry, conditioning comes into play here, and it brings that kind of bias, kind of, oh, I like Quinton's physique better, so I'm going to kind of give the nudge to him. ChatGPT doesn't think like that, and it takes that little bit of bias out. And that's why, but hey, it agreed with the judges for the France Pro show. Got it agreed with the judges. So it makes the judges actually look good.
Probably use it on a sneak. You never said
well, I said, did they watch the stream and be like, well, Matt, he did the prejudging and it said Sergey's going to win. We better make sure, Sergey. Right? So, it's funny, man. It's funny. But I mean, Dave Colombo, whatever, he can talk smack and say that I've lost all credibility because I'm using ChatGPT. But I guarantee you, a year from now, 2 years, 3 years from now, it'll be incorporated. They'll be somehow using this, and it's going to catch on. I'm going to continue to do the ChatGPT, and I'm going to use it. Perfect timing for the Olympia. Everyone's going to want to know what ChatGPT has analyzed for the prejudging. We're going to do it for the prejudging. We're going to see, and it's going to be crazy. Yes, now you want to see, like, oh my God, what's ChatGPT? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
It got it right. It got it right. Yeah. 2 shows back to back. It got it right after prejudging. Picked the right winner. Yeah. What do you got to say about that, Dave? What do you got to say about that, Ron Harris? How is he picking the right winner? Sergey? Does anyone know who Sergey was? Is he popular online?
No. I've never
that debunks you and Giles right there. You were laughing. You're having a big laugh about, I'm just picking Nick Walker to win over Derek because he's more popular. Apply that to Sergey. They can't. They're not going to be able to answer that. They're fucking screwed on that one. So you guys can sit your asses down. Doesn't make any sense. You don't even know how ChatGPT works, yet you're trying to talk like you do. So shut the fuck up with that shit. Anyways, let's move on to the France Pro show. We got lots to go over, and we'll go right into this quickly. Get a kind of take from Kamal and Phil on who they thought should have won this show too. So let's go into that. Let's share my screen here, guys. Sorry for my little rant there. I had to get that one out. These crazy times we live in here. All right. So let me kind of zoom in here a little bit. Come on, I'll go to you first. You're the guest here. When you saw this, who did you have winning? Quinton or someone else?
When I saw at the beginning, as a prejudging, to be honest, I wrote Quinton has it.
Yeah.
At the prejudging, as soon as he came out.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, he's sharp, he's good, symmetry, whatever. Because the guy he won, to be honest, he's got no arms whatsoever. There's no biceps at all in his frame. I mean, if you agree with me or not. But as a complete physique, nice, small waist, whatever, Quinton. And then at the final, Quinton, as he always does, he faded, and this time he faded big time.
Okay.
And that's why he didn't really. I mean, he could have even been third, is not second.
That's what ChatGPT had him. See?
So the guy he comes second, come third, I think at the final, he could have easily been second. And then Quinton, I mean, I like this guy. I know he trains himself. And I'm really with Andrew as well. He loves him to bits. And he always tells him, Andrew Jack, he needs to have a coach. Because I will tell you something. Last when I did Tampa Pro, so finished prejudging because I had a Chris with me. So he came back straight away. As soon as we finished, he came to me, he said, Kamal, we're going to go to the house right now. Get your wife to do 2 cups of oats with a bit of protein. You need to eat it all. I said, this is going to be too much. He said, no, let's go. So we drove all the way from there to my house. We cooked, we ate. So Chris saw something that I needed to do. So Quinton, he hasn't got that eye.
Yeah.
I don't care how much do you know, how much you've been in this game. You have to have the right coach with you that knows exactly what the judge is looking for. So Quinton, if you listen, I think that's what you need to do. If not, you're going to waste your time. I don't care how much do you know, how long you've been in this game. You have to have, it doesn't mean like you don't know or whatever, but you have to have that eye that makes you, come on, we need to do something to fix the mistakes or to fix something that needs to be fixed right away.
Well said. Well said. Phil, your intake on, he did 5 shows. Couldn't clinch a win out of those 5 shows. What is the theme that you see with these 5 shows with Quinton that these other competitors are beating him by? How are they beating him?
Well, like Kamal said, I mean, when I saw prejudging, he looked it really good. And I was like, shit, he looks better than he looked in Tampa. He had striations going across the chest, his glutes. I mean, he looked really freaking good. And I was like, there's no way he's not winning this. But yeah, I mean, like Kamal said as well, coming back, I don't know what happens. Because here's the thing, if you're on and prejudging, why do anything dramatic? Why take anything that can cause you to come in flat? Because I think that's what happened. I mean, he just came in a little bit softer in the finals, and he just lost all that pop he had. So sometimes when you have it, you don't want to play with it too much. Eat something small and go take a nap, go to sleep. You know what I mean? And just let your body do its thing when it sleeps, or just have a little bit of carbs and some protein, not much, and just go to bed. He's already there. You know what I mean? And just control the water. You know, after the show, probably have about 4 ounces of water, but you definitely need a coach. Kamal's 100% right. You know, I coached myself through my amateur career, but, you know, once I became pro, you know, I had a coach to become pro, but then when I noticed that coach was only good enough to get me pro, I need a coach that was going to help me to improve as a pro. So, yeah, there's things you're just not going to see. But I do believe he has someone there influencing his decision. I don't think this is all Quinton. I think someone is there. I'm not even going to call his name because you know who he is. He actually chimed in on one of your things, Matt, and basically saying everybody knows who won. But then he wants to criticize other people when people say they won. You know what I'm saying? So I think that individual is who's helping Quinton, and probably that's the big mistake. But I think, listen, you're going to get a bad coach out of your life sometimes. You can't say every coach now is horrible, right? He had that experience. He just needs to think and just pick the right coach. He was on in prejudging. Kamal's 100% right. That kid, I don't know the guy that took 3rd, but he looked nasty in prejudging, and he came back even slightly better in the finals. So, yeah, Quinton could have slid down. I don't think they wanted to do that, but this is where now that chat comes into play, because we're not using human emotions. Okay, well, he did 5 shows. Let's make sure he don't go anything less than 2nd place, right? So doing 5 shows, finishing the 2nd best every time is a rough pill to swallow. It's really tough.
Yeah, 2nd and 3rd sometimes. And, you know, you're right. It does take that. A lot of people are like, well, it's his 5th show. He's different. They're definitely going to give it to him to go to the Olympia. But what I got to say, I give kudos to the judges. Okay, let's applaud the judges when they're, in my opinion, doing the right thing. They're not giving in to pressure. Like, Quinton deserves to go to the Olympia. He's worked so hard. He's done 5 shows. He's got the prettier physique. Just give him the win. No, the best man should win. And sometimes I think the judges have given into that pressure and the favoritism towards certain athletes. But it seems to me that they're catching on. Like, social media, everyone's going to see everything now. You can't kind of hide from it anymore, especially now with you're going to have ChatGPT coming into play. So I think that the judges have been doing these recent shows, been doing a good job. Aside from the one, obviously, your show, Phil, where there's a huge swing from 3rd to 1st, like it doesn't even make any sense. I did it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT set it to rest, so it is what it is. But with the trend I see with Quinton is that he's getting beat by these harder, more conditioned, more densely muscled guys. Okay, they don't have as pretty physique as Quinton, but their muscle, it just has a harder, denser, maybe more mature look than Quinton's. Jordan Hutchinson, okay, Urs, Sergey, they all have that same theme in common. They have a harder, denser, drier muscle than Quinton. So if Quinton, I don't know what he needs to do with his training. He had Samson Dauda helping him. He has all these people helping him, but he just can't seem to get the formula down. And I think you have to go back to the drawing board. I think Chris Aceto would be great. He's working with Andrew Jack. I think he'd be a great coach for Andrew or for Quinn, but he's staying on his own. I think he'll eventually get a coach. You can't go 5 shows, man, and you have this much potential and not win a show just because you can't peak properly for the stage and hold your conditioning into the finals. So hopefully he takes all of our advice and hires a good coach that has experience working with Olympia champions and working with big frame physiques like his. Andrew has same thing, right? So we'll see what Quinton does in the future and for next year. But Hassan too, came in a little watery, a little underwhelming in the sense of the condition. But what do you think, Phil? You obviously know Hassan very well, and you competed right next to him. What did you think about his physique? How did he look?
Man, I was pushing for him when I heard that he was doing the show. I was pushing for him. You know what I mean? As a person, he's a great husband. He loves his kids. Dude, he's an awesome dude. Always smiling.
Yeah.
Awesome dude. I've went to his room to help him out with some things in the past, even when we're competing in the same show. See how I roll? I don't care if we're in the same show. If there's anything I can do to help out, or you call me, I'm going to come over there. I'm not going to be that guy that, well, I'm competing against you. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But he just came in. We've seen Kamal back in the day. I think it was when he did Orlando, the year he won.
Or Hassan.
He was freaking shredded.
Yeah.
He was I didn't agree with his coach back then. I think it was AJ Sims, whatever his name is. And I think there was some heavy health problems after that. But he has massive amount of muscle. He don't even need any more size. I think not Kamal. I think Hassan could come down a bit.
Yeah.
And bring in that condition, but it looked like he came in bigger. You know what I mean? And that really hurt him. And honestly, I don't think, my personal opinion, this is my personal opinion, because I don't want everybody getting their feathers ruffled. Everybody's soft now. Mm-hmm. I don't believe he should have even been in that placement. I think Hollingshead came in pretty gnarly. So I think it was just his size and muscle, but I don't think he should have been placed a little lower, in my opinion.
Okay. I mean, I did the ChatGPT. ChatGPT really likes Hassan for some reason. It likes Hassan.
It had on some back poses.
The back poses. And it had him in second. It had Quinton in third. And then it had Roberto, the smaller guy, in fourth. It said that Roberto has great lines and great shape, but just not enough mass and size in bodybuilding to hang with these other guys that are on the stage with him. Same with Stefan. What did you guys think about Stefan? His debut. Come on, go ahead. Yeah.
Stefan, I mean, we know Stefan, he's a great shape, nice shape. His skin is very clean and very thin skin and everything. But when he looks good in his own, in his pictures, whatever, in his own.
Yeah.
But when you put him next to these guys, he looked very small. Very, very small. So he needs to put on a lot of size. I think he needs to put a lot of size. He looked very, very small. There's no dents. Yes, the skin is like this. His chest is like a crazy striation on his chest or whatever. But the rest, like his back, there's not a lot of details or whatever. The skin is thin, but I think he needs a lot of more. He looked very small, very, very small next to these guys.
Yeah. That's what I noticed. Conditioning could have been a little bit better too. He just needs more back width and just more thickness overall to hang with these guys. I don't know how much he weighs. Phil, I don't know if you have an idea of how much this guy would weigh.
I mean, you got to look at it. He came from Classic Physique, so he probably put on, an extra 10, 12 pounds coming from Classic Physique. Yeah.
And his arms, he has the flat bicep. There's no peaks. That's something that kind of, you can see Sergey's arms. Yeah. Come on, I agree. They're not the best arms, but they're more conditioned than Quinton's.
Yeah. Okay, but even for the side chest and like when he does, they look very. I mean, he's a big guy. That's
he's huge. Yeah,
they look very Yeah, for his size, what he looks, they're not in balance at all.
Yeah,
Hassan has looked really big, but again, like Hassan is just his midsection as well. He has to control it, man. His midsection. He
yes.
needs to be very, very. He looks watery. He looks yeah. If he control a little bit, he comes a little bit dry. Hassan, he could do a good damage.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
he's
like
got.
what Phil said, he's a great guy. He's a great
Yeah,
guy. Him and his
Mhm.
wife, his little daughter, man. Yeah, man. That guy, he could sit next to you. You wouldn't hear nothing from him. He's a great guy.
yeah. No, he reached out to me. I was going to do an interview, but great guy. Like you said, humble. Just has so much genetic gifts with the muscle he has, and the density and the thickness that he has is ridiculous. But he just can't seem to dial it in. But hey, we'll see. I think he should keep doing some more shows for the rest of the year. Why not?
Yeah, he has a new coach. I don't know
Yeah,
who he is, but he has a new coach. So
yeah. Yeah, I'm forgetting who it is now. So that's the France Pro show. We'll go into what else I have on here. Oh, James, quick on James Hollingshead. I don't know. I didn't have like him beating Hassan or anything like that. I think he just was too off from the front. He was really shredded from the back, his back
Yeah.
poses, but from the front, the biceps looked small and his midsection a little thick. He wasn't the same James we're used to seeing. So,
I
what do you
don't
think, Kamal?
see. Yeah, we don't see any improvement with these guys. I don't know
No.
what's going on. To be
Yeah.
honest, I don't know. I mean, you should improve from show to show. So I don't know. It's something wrong there. I mean, if Earth did the show, he would win again in this
Yeah.
show.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. You can beat. You're a heavyweight. You this. You need to figure it out. I mean, James, he's a great guy again. He's from England, so we've seen him together. Like he used to train the gym. I've been there with the owner of the gym where he trains and everything. So he's a great guy, but I don't know. He still hasn't got the right. He didn't nail it. I don't know. He looks like he's got that hardness muscle, whatever, for the like before the show day, and then if
It's
something
gone. It's
goes
gone.
wrong.
He lost so much muscle. Like I don't
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. I mean, we didn't see that. We didn't see this. What he's this on stage. We don't see it.
No.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Phil,
Well,
what do
he
you
he
think?
got a new coach too recently.
Yeah.
The issue is this, right? People jump from coaches to coaches because they don't win a show. I've noticed that. If you have more than, let's say you had 4 or 5 different coaches, then you're the problem. I mean, that's too many
Mhm.
coaches to be switching from just because you didn't do well in the previous show.
Yeah.
Um, I can't remember. I think he had the same coach that what's the guy that won Tampa again?
Tampa. Oh, Jordan. Jordan.
Jordan, yes. I think he
Yeah.
had Jordan's coach for this prep. But once again, it takes a coach a little bit of time to get used to your body. It's not, you can't just, he had a different coach the following show he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's too confusing. So my thing is, you got to get a coach that you really believe in. And through the wins and losses, you got to give them time. They got to get to know your body, how to peak your body, different strokes for different folks. And I think these guys now, they just jump to another coach or whoever is the hottest coach or their client is winning, they jump to that coach. That's what I'm noticing. I could be wrong. But I just think you just need to find that coach that clicks with you and stay with them. If you don't do well in the show, stay with them. You can only do better. It took a while for me and Blue to eventually start clicking. We didn't really click the first show. I took fourth at Tampa. That was the same year Kamal was there. And I took fourth. I think
Yeah.
Quinton took third. Kamal should have won, but he took second. And then took first. So
Akeem.
it took Blue some time to get used to my body to get me to become better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you 100% right, Phil. Because and I notice as well with some guys because I've been with them and I say like I know myself more than the coach. I have to do this. I said, listen, you have to trust your coach. Why you hiring the coach and then if you do your own thing as well? Because what they do, the coach will give you whatever the list you should do, and then they will do extra, or they will do something else, or whatever. And then the coach is expecting, like when you give you the program, after 1 week, I know what's going to happen if you follow this program. But they add some stuff because, oh, I know my body. Okay, why are you hiring a coach? And then at the end, it's not going to work. So, yeah, because sometimes if you want to hire a coach, like what you said, Phil, you need to find the right coach and you trust him 100%. Even if it didn't work the first time, it's going to work the second time, because you need to give him time.
Well, speaking of new coaches, breaking news: Sean Clarita has a new coach.
Shut up.
It's John Jewett is his new coach.
Oh, John Jewett.
Yeah,
Jewett John is very smart.
yes,
he's very smart.
he's you know,
And
he lives in
coaches
Texas.
himself, and he does a damn good job coaching himself. So
Yeah, you know, so I understand why Sean is teaming up with John. A smart guy. He lives in Texas. He can see him in person. That makes sense. But Sean's had a few. Stefan, he's had a few different coaches pretty quick back to back. And Sean, he's a veteran. He knows his body. He knows he had Matt Jensen, and he went to Stefan, and now he's with John. So 3 coaches in less than maybe like a year. It's quite a bit. So
yeah, he's always been. I think he's always been with Matt Johnson, and then
for a while.
When Matt retired from coaching, he went to Stefan, and now, so he's with
John here.
John Jewett. Yeah, I mean, John, he competed actually 2019. He comes 6th in our at the Olympia when I won the 212. He was like 212 competitor, and then he jumped into the heavyweight.
Yeah, and so I mean, Sean's doing whatever he needs to do, and he's working hard. It's tough though. It must be. What do you think mentally Clarita is thinking? Like, am I getting ready for second? I'm just going to go straight for second, because everyone just assumes that.
He's
it's tough. I mean, it's tough.
He's tough. He's very, very tough. I mean, he's what Sean Clarita did, we should really, give him the big reward for what he did. He transferred his physique. I mean, everybody knows what he used to look like, and that way that he transferred to his physique and to become Mr. Olympia.
Yeah,
it's not easy. It is not easy. I mean, really, for his time now, I think he needs to figure out what to do, because it's going to be very, very tough. I mean, we got like Keon and the other old young guys, and this is the new Nihat, the guy from Turkey.
Yeah,
man, that guy, it's like, I mean, it's going to be tough. It is going to be tough for Sean, but like, he still could do some other shows. He could do whatever. I mean, to be top 5 at the Olympia, I think is good. Yeah, so maybe some people, they would be happy to be a top 5 at the Olympia. So, yeah.
It's tough because everyone's talking about Keon. No one is talking about Sean Clarita even remotely winning the 212 Mr. Olympia, and he's a two-time 212 Mr. Olympia champ, and it's just kind of pushed off to the side, and it's this Keon show, and that's it. He's already going to win, and so it's got to be tough mentally to hear that and see that. And I'm sure Sean's going to come in and like look ridiculous because he's so motivated to look better than he did last year at the Olympia. So I think we're going to be in for a treat to see how he looks. But structurally, it's just like you can't. I don't know how you beat Keon. Is there any chance if, say, Keon was like spilled over or something, that Sean could beat him, or is it just like even if Keon's off now?
Well, even Keon is off. You got this guy, the Turkish guy. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yes,
Nihat.
Yeah, I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because that guy, he did beat Angel.
Oh, right there.
Second. The one he comes second. He did beat him at the Dubai Muscle Show. And this guy,
he's nice.
He's crazy. I mean, he's got really crazy symmetry. He's in very good condition. Great symmetry. He's young. He's 21, 22 years old.
Jeez.
So he's very fresh. And he's got a very good team behind him. I know this Turkish guy. He's a good friend of mine. He's really pushing him. So he's been like the promoter of he's actually the promoter of the NPC in Turkey, and he's the main guy in Turkey. So he's
Damn.
got a great team.
Yeah, they were saying that this kid could battle Keon.
Yeah.
That's how good he is.
I
So
don't think he's yet. No, he needs a
no,
little
The
bit
legs,
more.
the legs.
The legs, yeah, he needs a little bit more. Keon, come on, everybody. Keon said if he goes to the Open, he will do damage.
yeah,
You know, if he puts a lip.
This,
But with this guy, because he's got really nice physique, man.
yeah,
But
wow.
he needs a little bit more size, and then yes, he can. He can definitely.
He's thick in the delts and chest,
Yeah,
arms, quads need a little bit more, like, you can kind of see there, just a little bit more
yeah, he
fullness.
has a good back. He has a good
Yeah.
lat
good
spread.
back, good hamstring, glutes, whatever. Yeah, he's a little bit of quads. That's it. A
Yeah.
little bit.
He's
And
young.
he's 21.
Jesus. Yeah. Okay. So could he take out Clarita? I
I think so.
I don't know. Like, what if that happens, man? And then Clarita's in third.
Yeah, I think so, man. Because I mean, I'm not really against Sean or whatever
No.
because we saw him last year. He
Yeah.
wasn't Sean is that what we normally see. So his body's like a little bit. I think he's pushed a bit too much. I think
Hmm.
he needs to back off a little bit. You know, come on, the physique will take whatever as much is gonna take, and
Yeah.
then it's gonna be like against you. So um, it's hard to beat like the young fresh guys with the good symmetry and everything, and you can see all the striation and the clear muscle, the
Yeah.
clean. There's no like pumping stuff, whatever. That's all it's gonna make big difference.
Yeah. So, all right. So it's gonna be a battle in that top three for the 212. But let's jump into the Olympia. Okay, this is go time here, and I want to get Kamal's take on this one too. Let's share this video that came out. Nick Walker. Kamal, what do you think? Like, can this structure be the Mr. Olympia champion?
Uh, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, really,
Why?
because
Tell us why. Tell you when you say that.
yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Yeah.
because as you said, the structure. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, he's mass monster. He's looking good. Nick, I mean, we've trained together. I'm not against. We talk bodybuilding now. We're not talking because I
Yes.
don't want people like to say, whatever. They're gonna. Yes, he's got the chance to win if everybody's gonna be off. If the other's gonna be off, he's gonna win. And he comes on, he's gonna win. If the others they're gonna come 100% and they do their job and the way it should be, he's gonna be hard. Really, like he's gonna have hard time to beat.
Yeah.
I mean, as we saw at Beatsburg, bro, as well. We see some other shows as well. When he's not 100%, he couldn't beat them. Even the other guys, like for the Arnold Classic as well, they not 100%. We saw about Samson. Oh, he's never in condition. He wasn't in condition, and he still beats him. So whatever you're gonna do, even if you have the great physique, all the structure, the shape, and everything, and you are off a little bit, your physique is gonna help you against whatever somebody's like a little bit of,
Yeah.
and we know years back when Sean Roden, my God, have him in a better place and rest in peace. Sean Roden, Sean Roden when he beats Phil Heath, okay, and everybody knows why he did beat Phil Heath that year, because Phil Heath his midsection is a little bit too much,
Yeah.
so they've tried so many times to try to give it to Phil Heath, but the stomach it didn't help him.
Yeah.
And here we haven't hopefully the same issue. He's got some whatever. I know he's controlling it good, whatever, but still he lets go every now and then, and that it doesn't help him. And when you see other guys, for example, like Andrew Jack, Samson, you get Derek, whatever. Even Derek, his abs
Martin.
and thighs is not really whatever, but still they're gonna look. So, I mean, he does the work. He works hard. He wants to win, but like he doesn't own
No.
that complete physique.
Hey, Sean Ray, Flex Wheeler, Kevin LeBron, Chris Cormier, all of them not Mr. Olympia champions. But we're gonna give it to Nick Walker? You don't think those guys maybe deserve to be Mr. Olympia champions? But did Nick Walker gets in there with this structure that most people are saying, oh, well, if this guy's off and that guy's off, then we'll give it to Nick. I agree with that assessment, but I don't think Nick has the physique where he can beat guys with the structure like Samson, Derek, Hottie, Andrew Jack, we'll see. I don't think he has that structure. So with that being said, by default, you just think he wouldn't be able to be a Mr. Olympia champion because just the guys that he's currently competing against all have better structures than he does. And they have size and they have shape and they have conditioning. I don't see, just because Nick comes out and he's freakish and he's impressive and he's got so much thickness and so much muscularity, that they'd be like, oh, okay, well, we'll give it to him. Even though his weight's still give it to him because he's popular. No, I don't think they're going to do that, especially with the way they've been judging recently. I think he's going to be up in the mix, top 2, 3. I can see him being as high as second. I can see him beating Hottie on the side chest and the side tricep and the back poses, both back poses. I think he can beat Hottie. So, and maybe Derek. So we're going to see. Now, Andrew Jack, you're on the ground there, Kamal. Everyone wants to know. I've been hearing rumors that he looks extremely good, and you've seen him. So let us know. How is he doing?
I see him every day. He's doing very well. I think this guy this year, I know he's not much saying, but he looks very, very good. Again, I think he's going to deliver. If everything goes well from today till the show, they're going to see a different Andrew Jack. They're always going to say, they're always saying if he brings hamstring, glutes, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you now, he's got that.
Okay, wait a minute. You're going on the record, because this has happened before with Andrew, with his past coaches. And I'm not saying you're his coach, you're helping him train and everything. There's like, he's going to shock the world. Just wait till you see Andrew at the Olympia. And then it's soft glutes, soft hamstrings. And we're like, 5th place. You're telling me right now that his hamstrings and his glutes are better than they've ever been at this point. Okay.
100%.
Breaking news right here.
It's not just me saying it. That's even Chris, because I talk to Chris, because with the training, when I see him, he takes to me what's going on, whatever. But yeah, Andrew, I think he came here that he's after something. Really, that's when I say, you can. He said, that's what I'm here for, because with the training as well, we pushing hard. All right.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, we're pushing really very hard. So we more, and maybe the difference between the what's his name, Chris Psycho. I think the mistake probably the mistake what didn't work with Andrew. They go light with weight, so we kept the weight and the volume. So we didn't go down with the weight, very little. So, but we train smart, to be honest, and we know, and he does what he wants, but we do it in the old school drop, supersets, whatever. But the weight is heavy. It is heavy. So I think that is because he's always trained heavy and off season as well. So I think it worked with him, and he feels great. He can see the difference. So.
I'm excited now because we have some insight here. You have a guy on the ground, Kamal, right there, looking at this guy, okay, and saying that his hamstrings and glutes are the best they've been. Just 2 weeks out. And Andrew is dangerous, and he hasn't been talked about that much, right? Go ahead.
He's got some poses, because we do some poses after training. There is no one. It's not because he's training now. It's not because I love bodybuilding. I've been doing it. There is no one that's going to beat him in at least 4 or 5 poses. No one. I will tell you now.
What poses?
Abs and thighs, game over.
Okay, yeah.
Front lats,
yeah.
Game is over. most muscular, game's over. And then when
Wow.
you see now, there is some side shot as well, and the biceps from the back. I mean,
Yeah.
this guy, he looks great. The thing is, he's pretty. He's like, his physique is
Yeah.
nice. You look, oh my God, it's everything is there. Everything is. I mean, he doesn't pose. He doesn't put nothing in social media. He's a very,
No, he
very
doesn't. I
off
wish,
social
man.
media.
I think it would. I'm not saying it would help him, but I think it would just like he's such a genetic gift, and he covers it up. But it is what it is, you
Yeah,
know.
he's a very genetic gifted, to be honest,
Yeah.
because of the training or whatever. He's a very, very genetic gifted, and he's a nice guy as well, and he's a very intelligent, very, very
Hmm.
smart. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
as you know, he's an engineer. He's still working, and I said to him like, well, after the Olympia, what are you gonna do? He said, "Man, I'm gonna be back on site. I've
Hmm.
got work in Dubai."
Yeah.
So he's got
That's
So
cool.
yeah, he does what he does. He works. Sometimes he comes a little bit early to the gym before we start training, and then he does some work. He works, speaks to these guys in Dubai, do this, do that, do this. He gives him the job, and he carry on with the training. But yeah, he looks
Look at
good now.
this. Look at this shot. Like this
Yeah.
is just Phil. Phil, what's your thoughts of hearing that Andrew glutes and hams are in 2 weeks out, pretty much
Listen,
training
man,
differently?
I've never ever went against Andrew Jack. I
No.
mean, I was blessed to stand on next to him the same year Kamal went into the Texas, and that was my first time ever seen Andrew.
Yeah.
And the dude was a monster. Like seeing him, watching him on here has no recollection as standing
Okay.
next to him in person. The guy
Okay.
is an animal. He is very intelligent. He's very smart. I think Psycho Lewis does a little bit too much scientifical, crazy movements and all this stuff. Nothing's better than just sticking with old school mentality, train hard, lift heavy, and do your thing, right? So I'm really excited. Listen, if you don't show a lot, they don't talk about you, right? That's the only reason why nobody talks about
Hmm.
certain people. They're not but that, me, I'm the same way. I
Yeah.
don't believe in showing anything. It's like a fighter getting ready for a fight. Are you going to be in his camp watching him train to the way he's going to take out his opponent? You'll never see it. You'll never ever see it, right? So I believe bodybuilding is the same thing. It's a fight to me. So why
Hmm.
should I show my goods walking into the show when I can do what I need to do, stay focused, keep my head down? That's what Sean is doing, regardless of where he places, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just keeps you locked in. I think it's the environment that he's in. I've been in MI40. It's a different environment. You're not going to have these, oh, what's up, buddy? People in your face and stroking your ego and all that. That's not going to happen in MI40. Everybody loves you. They'll talk to you before you get started. But once you start training, everybody leaves you alone. So, what I mean? One thing I know about Kamal, like when he says something, it's
Yeah.
not him just. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I've heard Chris Aceto in the past say what he's going to bring, and he necessarily don't bring it. I've
Yeah.
heard that one time, right?
Hmm.
Because when he was coming into the Olympia last year, that's all we heard. It's going to
Yeah.
be lifetime, whatever.
Yeah.
But one thing I know, and I'm going to respect, I just know Chris Aceto in passing, and
Hmm.
talk to him about his son and everything and his kids because how he loves his family. But when I hear Kamal saying this, that
Yeah.
that speaks volumes because, of course, I respect the man and I train with him. So when he's telling you, these
Hmm.
posters are going to be lights out, he's
Yeah.
telling you, like you said, he's on the
Wow.
ground, he's seeing it. I really believe and I really trust that everybody within that top five better be ready. It's going to be a shakeup. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen within that top five. And Andrew Jack is on. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
I think
Yeah.
I'm going to have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Thanks, Phil. I mean, he's been here now. This is 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Haven't we talked about it this today? The way when he came 5 weeks ago, and I've told him you are an off-season physique,
Wow.
and today he is. I mean, he's looking good. He's done the job. He's working very, very hard. I mean, even sometimes I see him a bit tired. I say, no,
Hmm.
we're not gonna do good. No, 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 no. You said four sets. We're gonna do 4 sets.
Yeah.
Man, if you told him like we're gonna do four, and then you felt like, oh, but it's too much for him, he's gonna do the 4 set even if he dies.
Yeah.
So he's a very hard worker. He's doing it. He wants to do it, and he's pushing. he is pushing. So he feels like I'm doing what I have to do. If he doesn't, to be honest, he doesn't care about whatever. He said, as long as I improve, look
Yeah.
better than what I did last year, that's me.
I think you broke some news here because Aceto's been quiet. He hasn't been saying much. He doesn't ever say much sometimes. But I think this is going to change some people's predictions now. It's going to maybe change mine. And if you could get Andrew to like just post like something like, not maybe with this a shirt off, not the pants or just something, right? Just a flex, show something, sneak peek, right? It'll just hype up the Olympia even more. We're going to see Andrew under 2 weeks out. It'd just be great. So if you can get him to do something, put in a good word, we'll see. It'd be great. It'd be great.
I mean, he's going tomorrow. He's going to train tomorrow, and then he's going to Vegas tomorrow. So he's going
Okay.
to be with Chris for 10 days,
Okay.
and then I'm going to Mexico actually on Monday, and Wednesday. I'm going to
Okay.
Mexico for 2 days. The Mexico show with my sponsor BBI,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna fly there on Thursday. So we're gonna finish whatever with
Good.
him, and then yeah. But yeah, he's good. He's all in, and he's doing what it needs to be done, and I think he will look good.
Okay. So with that being said about Andrew, you're in your top 4. Where do you have Andrew?
Um, I mean, to be honest, if things goes well, if things are going well, and nothing happens, I could easily say top 3,
Okay. So
and
it
then
would be,
anything happen after that. So he's still big. Still, like, he's carrying a lot of mass. He's tall. He's this. He's got all this nice shape. So we don't know.
are you able
But
to reveal his weight right now, or
I'm not a weight guy. I don't think weight necessarily
just this
matters.
to be just to know, like compared to Samson, like where he's at, like because we know Samson usually tells his weight. Is he in the 280s?
I think like he's in kilos. Probably he's to 100 and I don't know. It's in pound. 100 and I'll say 130, 135
What
between
is
that.
what that 130?
Is, yeah, 290, I think.
290. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he ain't playing. If he's 290s, pretty much ready. It's pretty good. Okay, that gives you a size, and if Samson comes down, speaking of Samson,
But I just want to say something real quick. So
yeah,
even if he's, let's say by show day, right? He's 283, 285.
yeah,
And the hamstrings, because remember now, the only issue the judge was having was for his hamstrings to have more pop from the back and from the side, right?
yeah,
So if he comes in with improvements in the glutes and the hamstring area with his structure and the killer conditioning, I'm putting him standing next to Samson Dauda. And
yeah,
I love Hottie Chupon. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So if these are in play, we're looking at tall height, structure. He has killer waist, small abs. We already know his ab shots is killer. His
yeah,
front lat spread, if Andrew's on, is killer, right? So if he has all that into place, I'm going to do better than what Kamal's saying. I think he can stand next to Samson
yeah,
if everything falls into play all the way to the end. So remember, no matter how we look like now, don't mean it'll all stay together. So long as he is relaxed, focused, no stress, no concerns, no worries, and keep his mind on the prize, I will put him standing next to Samson down in second place. If everything is on point.
I,
I
I think
agree
the
with
fact
you.
that he's been there for 6 weeks, unlike when he comes to LA to train with Chris for like 2 weeks or whatever, and that's it, and then he goes showtime. It's like this is different. He's been like living here
Yeah.
and acclimatized and got into the zone, and he's got a routine, and that's gonna make a difference. I think we're like this episode. Hopefully, people it gets out. I'm gonna share clips and stuff. Gets out about Andrew. This is gonna change some people's predictions. I think going in here under 2 weeks out. And I agree with Phil. I think they may put him next to Samson and be like, okay, if he's bringing that condition that Kamal is alluding to, then why not put him next to Samson
Yeah.
and put him in those call outs? So this is gonna hype some stuff up here, guys, after this one. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's good to hear for Andrew because I've been waiting for that.
I'm gonna ask you something, guys. Okay, this is the opinion because
Yeah.
I don't know what's the judges look like. Now, Samson Dauda, okay,
Yeah.
he's great. He's a champion. He's whatever. Now
Yeah.
he lost that much weight.
Mm.
Is the judge they tell him like, oh, you lost a lot of much, you lost too much weight? Because
Um,
it could happen. It could
No,
happen. They said,
I
oh, you're
was
too
no,
small.
come on. I was actually talking about that yesterday
Uh-huh.
because Patty was bringing up some pictures from last year because she was like, "Do you really think so?" I was like, "Patty, listen, I got Samson Dowda's image in my head from last year, and he had better conditioning than any other shows he did. They said that Samson do not need to be 100% peeled. That was said by the judges. All he had to do was come in a little bit better than last year. What's concerning me is 100% what Kamal was saying because I was talking about this yesterday. If he comes, I know he's saying he don't care about losing size, and that's fine. Personally, he want to bring his personal best.
yeah.
But are you willing to sacrifice the Mr. Olympia? Because remember, these shorter competitors, the dense
Exactly.
muscle, how thick and round they are. If you get away from that and come in a little narrow, he'll never be small, but just a little bit narrow. I think that shifts a lot.
You're right. That's what I was worried about. It's like, oh, Samson, don't play that game too much. Okay, you're gonna be shredded, yes, but the size because you are an heavyweight Olympia champion. So I don't
But
know.
this is whatever what else can he do? Like everyone's telling him, hey, you got to be shredded. You got to be shredded. And then he
Yeah,
does it.
shredded
And then
and
I go,
keep
oh,
your
you're too small
size.
now.
Keep your size. You keep bigger.
Okay. Yes. There should be a way to do it where you, like Ronnie, you can get shredded, but you're still
Yeah.
fucking the biggest guy out there still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because these judges, listen, and they'll be quick to get their self. They're going to say, "We never told you you had to come in peeled." The
Yeah.
thing is, Samson can let himself get caught up with what everybody else is saying, the outside
hmm
noise.
hmm hmm
Still come in better than last year, yes,
Yeah.
but don't lose that freak factor that makes you stand out.
Yeah.
Because if you lose that,
Yeah.
it's the Mr. Olympia. The judges don't care. They don't care. They're going to be like, you pushed a little bit too much. That's what cost you the title. And we know how hard it is to even regain that thing back.
This is 6 weeks out. And people were like, oh, he does look downsized here. The fullness. Now, obviously, he's dieting and he's depleted or whatever. He hasn't carved up or whatever. But still, like, so your guys are saying that if he comes in lanky because he's just shredded, but he just looks like a different version of Samson that we're used to seeing, could backfire
Yeah.
Yeah.
and move him down some points here or some positions. Yeah, I agree with that. He has to bring the fullness. You can't come in just shredded and kind of lanky looking and stringy looking. And same with Andrew though. Andrew's got to play that game too because his legs kind of fade away when he does try to push for that condition sometimes. But again, I think he's under different circumstances now, different training method, and he's here 6 weeks, whatever. I think he's going to be able to hold on to that muscle better and hopefully be fuller but more conditioned, which is hard to
Yeah,
do.
and listen, if he's training heavy,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Because Andrew's strong. He's always been strong. Even before he got into bodybuilding, he was a strong individual, right?
yeah,
So if he's training heavy, the calories are where they're supposed to be, the carbs are where they're supposed to be to allow him to grow. Even when the water is cut, I don't think he'll come in linky. If you're cutting tons of calories, tons of carbs, and then not using the same weight and being pushed, that's different. You know what I mean? There's a psychological method to the madness. So I just believe I'm just going to go with my gut and just believe that he's going to come in where he needs to be, Andrew Jack. And I think it's going to be a battle. I'm calling it now before we even do the final.
hmm
That he's going to be standing next to Samson, and then I think the judge is going to rotate between Hottie Chupon and Andrew and Samson. I just don't see Hottie Chupon moving no worse than third place. I don't see that happening.
Okay. The face is sucked in right
Oh
there.
yeah.
You're
Very
suffering. That's a
sucky.
suffering
Very
face right there.
gosh.
We all know that face. We've been there. That's good. I like to see this. I don't like to see smiles. I like to see I don't want to be here right now. That's the look. I don't want to be doing this right now, but I'm doing it because I want to be the Mr. Olympia again. So
I just want him to be healthy and safe, because we all know you push past a certain limit, and now water is being not taken away but depleted.
Yeah.
The body, you know what I'm saying? This is a risky place. Like, he's really pushing it, and he's pushing that gas. I mean, I've never seen his face look like that. But
That's
how
5
would
weeks
the
out. This is 5.5 weeks out.
How
Yeah.
would the Samson Dauda body react to being drawn that much to when it's time to peak? I just don't want him to, God forbid, something happens and in the hotel room or in the hospital. We just got to be very smart in this game, because as bodybuilders, we're going to push ourselves to the limit to win. But you got to push yourself smartly, or else it can backfire with your health. That's all I'm worried about, is his health and every competitor's health on that stage.
Yeah, man. So I'm still having him as the front runner. I think he can. He's obviously by default should win with his structure. If he's conditioned properly, he should in full. He should be able to win the show. But speaking of Hottie Chupon, let's take a look. New updates. Come on, what's your thoughts on Hottie and how he's looking? And where is he going to line up in the top 3?
I did see that. I mean, I did see this update today.
Yeah.
And he looks full. He looks crazy. He looks. I mean, I competed with Hattie. He always brings condition. Always. I mean, even the amateur days, like we had a lot of years competing together. But like, I think he cannot, like what you said, Phil. I don't think I see him. He's out top 3. I don't think so, because it will be too much. I mean, this guy, we know he's gonna bring 100%. So. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's gonna be a top 3 guy.
It's just I think they might put Nick ahead of Hottie. I have this.
No.
I have this weird feel. Like I just
No, no. I think honestly, the only thing I'm concerned about is him beating Derek if Derek is not on in condition.
Yeah.
That's the only possibility. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't.
I wouldn't want it. I would have Hottie, me personally, but and ChatGPT so far has Hottie and Derek and Samson ahead of Nick. Always, it always is not. It just doesn't want to put Nick ahead of these guys because of the structure. ChatGPT's that's what he's looking at. That's what it's looking at is the structure of Nick Walker, and it cannot place him above these guys. Although it had Nick beating Derek in Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's going to be a battle between them two. Trust me when I tell you. It's going to be a battle between them two. And regardless, I think Nick is going to do his best to control his waist much better. Yes. I don't think it's going to be I just think because when you emphasize a lot of stuff, that person, they're going to make a point to try to. It's only about so much he can do, but he's going to make it a point to do better. Because he really wants to beat Derek. I mean, I watched a video with him and it was his mom and who was it?
Fuad.
Yes, and he really, I guess, the stuff that Derek has said, even with Bob Shakarill in that video, that's his main focus right now. And then I think he'll worry about everything else if it plays out. But I don't think he can even beat Hottie because Hottie's waist, man, when he sucks that vacuum in, nah, man. Mm-mm.
It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be very, very difficult. I mean, I can't see it happening. I cannot see it happening. Whatever.
I agree.
But I cannot see it happening. We're talking bodybuilding. We're not talking any other things because a lot of people they talk. No bodybuilding. I cannot see. Nick will beat Hottie in a good time. No.
Okay. I'm hoping the judges stay true to the values and the criteria and what. Don't give in to the Nick Walker hype. He looks like a freakazoid at the gym in the goon lighting, right? The training video he put out today in the goon lighting. Oh my God, Nick Walker, he's gonna win. Look at him in the training. No, man, it's goon lighting. It's perfect lighting. You get Hottie Chupon in the same gym as Nick with the vascularity and the cuts in his chest. Hottie's gonna look like a freakazoid in that gym. But Nick's just got that advantage of that goon lighting in his gym. Right, he just looks ridiculous in it. So put Hottie Chupon in the same gym and see what happens with how Hottie looks training chest. Okay, night and day. So yeah, I hope the judges true to what they need to be doing for the judging criteria. Derek Lunsford. Also heard, now he's in Florida. Have you heard anything about any inside tips on any details on Derek?
Well,
Come on.
Derek, he texted me earlier, to be honest. He texted me he's going to have his grand opening next year in his gym. Actually, he texted me. So
Okay.
I am, hopefully, I'm going to text him back. It's going to be January, it's still time. But I've heard that he's doing very, very well. I think Chris has him in the right time, in the right way. I think I think um, he doesn't. I've heard from Chris as well that he's looking good. So he doesn't give me much, but like you know, he said he's on point. So,
Yeah. Phil,
but
what's
the
your
only,
thoughts?
as we
Oh,
know,
go ahead.
sorry,
Sorry.
as we all will know, Derek has always had his chest and shoulders problems. You
Yes.
know, that's the only thing that he has. So if he improves that and they come lines and striation and everything, and he's ready, and he's gonna be dangerous. I mean, he just beat the Arnold Classic. He won and he beat Samson. So because he was like a
Yeah.
little bit better and Samson a little bit softer. So any one of them, if he's not in 100%, anyone and whatever is gonna come and spot on, is gonna beat the others. So, but I've heard he's good. So I don't know.
Yeah. Um, Phil, what's your take on how Derek's looking now? He's tightening up. He's getting there now. He's looking better. What do you think?
If Derek can pull off the Arnold conditioning,
Mhm.
I can't see him getting any better than that with 3 shows in. But if he can pull off the Arnold conditioning, I think that he'll put up a good fight against Hottie. If he'll beat Nick if he brings that Arnold conditioning, yes, he'll
Mhm.
beat Nick just from his structure, his waistline. Uh, I think he'll give Hottie's just very tough to beat because Hottie's on. I think the only thing with Hottie last year was his legs was just a little bit not as full and popping as
Mhm.
previous years. Um, and like Kamal said, it's that stridation in the chest. I mean, when we see that on Derek, that's going to
Yeah.
be a game changer. You know what I mean? So I think that if he comes on in Arnold, I think it's going to be a battle within the top 3. That's what I would say.
It's gonna be crazy to see
But
what
he has
happens.
to come in like that Arnold condition. He has to. Anything less than that, it's not going to happen.
And to be honest, guys, if everybody comes in 100%, it's gonna be tough for the judges.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a nightmare for them because every one of them is in a good. So who and everybody else, every one of them is they beated each other. So who they gonna for? Who they gonna go for?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be very, very, very difficult for them. Less if they
yeah.
use ChatGPT.
And then
Yeah.
I think that's when Steve is going to push him. You really
Yes.
push him in those
Yeah.
posing to wait for someone to
So to
break. And
fade.
I think that's going to be the decision.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
This
Yeah.
guy looks awesome.
Hey, there you go. Now let's
Yeah,
throw this guy into the mix.
I saw his update pics on Facebook, and he
Yeah.
looks freaking awesome.
I mean, this guy, he reminds me with Dexter
Dexter.
Jackson, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's got that similar physique.
Look at that.
Same. Yeah, he's good.
Jeez.
He's very good.
He's coming in quick. Right. So
Yeah,
he's
man.
gonna be. I think he was 8th last time he competed. 2023. He missed
Yeah,
2024.
yeah. It's still going to be a little tough because
Yeah.
back then I was in that show. The lineup was good, but it's not as tough as it is now. It's a whole different
Yeah.
ballgame now.
Yeah.
Do I think he can possibly give Martin a run from his money if Martin isn't 100% off? Yes. So it's
Yeah.
going to be interesting because, like I said, it's going to be interesting.
It's
That's all I can
crazy.
say. I know he's
It's
going to be in that top 10. I definitely know Tonio's going to be in that top 10. I hope
yeah.
he can beat his 8th place and even move up 1 place or possibly 2. I hope he can because he looks
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, he looks great. Dry already, 2 weeks out. He's got the genetics, the fullness, muscle belly. So he's going to be in the top 10, but we're going to see. We're going to see. Nick Walker seems to think this guy is going to be way up in the top 10.
Oh,
Brett
no,
Wilkins. I don't know.
no.
I don't know what Nick sees in Brett. Great guy, good physique,
He,
but
he's a nice guy as well.
yeah,
Very nice guy. Very, very nice guy. But no, I mean, you can see even here in himself,
yeah,
it is small. Like, yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah. It's not that. I don't know what Nick really sees in that, but he's like, this guy could be like, I think he's almost like top 6 or something. Like, nah, man. Yeah. I don't see that.
I don't even see him beating Martin and their training partner. So honestly,
yeah. I think I'm lagging a little bit. All right, we'll wrap it up. Let's start Regan real quick. He posted something. What thoughts on Regan? Top 10 as well.
yeah, Regan looks good. I mean, I saw a picture. I think Patty was showing me a picture and his face was really sunk in. But with Regan, you never know, man. We always see a lot of Instagram pictures and he looks so awesome. And then when we see him on stage, he looks good, but it never looks like the pictures. So I don't know. In the pictures, he looks really good, face sunk in. He looks like he's dry, he's hard, he's in condition. Well, I don't know. He's very hard for me to say what he actually really looks like. Yeah, that's the picture I saw.
Yeah. What do you think, Kamal?
yeah. I mean,
Top
Regan,
10
as we
Regan?
know, he has a great shape, a great physique, whatever. But I don't think he's still missing something. He's not. I mean, he's never brings 100% that kind of condition on the day. He's always like he doesn't
Yeah.
bring like hardness. He's nice when you see him in his own. He's got pretty nice flow, whatever. But on the day, I've never seen him 100%. Never. So it's gonna be hard for him to make with these guys, whatever what we saw. I think Antonio, the
Yeah.
guy just we saw at the moment, I think he's ahead of him, definitely.
Yeah, definitely had. You got Nexzilla, you got Akeem, you got William, you got Brandon. There's gonna be lots of guys to fill out that top 10. So
Wow. Saz, we got
not gonna be
Saz as
easy.
well. I mean, Saz, he's bringing
Saz,
really, round, nice
um,
condition. He's that, so he's got the lines. So it's gonna be tough this year. Very, very
yeah,
tough.
yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're not doing our final predictions till next week, but it's good to kind of get some insight from Kamal on Andrew Jack. That's going to hype things up. Excited for that. So it's going to be a great Olympia, guys. Looking forward to it. And we're going to keep doing these Olympia updates all the way up to the show. So tune in here to Muscle Discord and every Monday with Phil. And if Kamal, you're welcome to join. And it's going to be exciting. And I'm sure you're going to have some
Yep.
insights on Andrew too. So it'd be good if you can. Come on
Yeah,
again.
Yeah,
And
Kamal, you're always
I'll ask
welcome,
him.
man. Yeah,
Thanks,
anytime
man.
you
Thank you,
Kamal,
guys.
you're always welcome. Always
Thank
welcome.
you, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm happy to whatever
Awesome.
to share with you guys. Yeah, but yeah, I'll ask Andrew because I'll see if he wants to do an update. I
yeah.
will let
Tell him
you
to
know.
just do a
So
Just
sleeveless.
something, just
Just a
little
sleeveless so I can see his bicep.
Something,
Tell
man.
him Clay Hart is asking just to
Yes.
see the bicep. Leave
Just buy
like a
something.
sleeveless, cover
Tricep.
everything up.
tomorrow,
Just show the arm.
tomorrow we're doing a chest day.
Okay.
So let's see. Maybe we can do something.
Just a little sneak peek. Just hype
When
it
is he
up.
leaving? When is he leaving to Vegas?
Tomorrow night he's going. Yeah,
Okay.
tomorrow night. So he's gonna
Okay.
be there. Yeah, tomorrow night.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, after the workout he's gonna leave. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Good. All right, guys. We'll wrap it up, guys. We'll catch you guys all in the next week. Okay. We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks,
All right.
guys.
All
Thanks,
right.
Take it
Kamal.
easy.
Thanks,
All right,
Phil.
cool.
Okay. See you
See you
guys.
later. Thank you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.